I've realized that I have lost all respect for my husband's willful ignorance, and it may damage my marriage. I, 33, and my husband, Richard, 37, were having a discussion about politics, and we got onto the topic of our daughter, Isabel, 7, which led to me expressing my fears about her rights and bodily autonomy. For context, Richard votes Republican, and I have always considered myself independent, but recently have been shifting very far away from my younger, carefree attitude toward politics. I love him very much, and I know for a fact that he loves me, but I have started finding his opinions naive and lacking depth. He is a very good man, though, and has in the past changed his mind on several things when confronted with them. Further context, my cousin, Sandra, lives in a strict anti-abortion state and almost died a few years ago when the doctors waited until she was actively dying of sepsis before they decided it was okay to remove the dead baby from her body, even though it had been dead for weeks beforehand. So, needless to say, I had a wake-up call and sharpened up my principles until they are very shiny and pointy. Last night, when we were talking about abortion being healthcare, I lost my composure out of sheer terror about the possibility of a similar disaster, like what happened to Sandra, happening to our daughter, Isabel, and how I struggle to understand how he doesn't see the problem with his party. In fact, I think he is being willfully ignorant to the danger Isabel and I face in favor of his idea about making economics work for our family. I also said that if our daughter, Isabel, dies due to something preventable, like the inability to get a timely and much-needed abortion or getting shot to death in school, I would let my own mother, who votes Republican too, rot in a nursing home, and I'd never be able to look him in the face again, which would basically be me disappearing and divorcing him. I was crying and upset, explaining how scared I was, and he asked me in a very hurt manner if I'd actually abandon him like that. I am truthful to a fault and said that I would, perhaps out of a sense of illogical grief and betrayal, because I'd know my concerns were not taken seriously, that they had abandoned common sense, and did nothing to attempt preventing a very real consequence of voting away Isabel's and my right to health care. I equated it to a slow-motion car wreck with our daughter, Isabel, in mortal danger and him just watching it happen because it doesn't involve his own body. I know he needs to hear it, but I think I was too raw and open about it to steer the conversation in a healthy way, and I have a very blunt manner. I apologized this morning for saying that I'd leave him, even though I knew I would. He tentatively accepted it, and I said we'd talk about things later when I can articulate things in a healthier way. But I'm at a loss as to how to make it known how deadly serious this is to me